Hey guys, today me and Nugget are going to be doing a video together because we want to show you what plants are good to have when you have a cat. So this is going to be kind of a two-part video. I'm going to kind of tell you some of my experiences with having plants and cats and then we're going to do a little test and see which plants Nugget leaves alone and which ones she wants to eat or destroy. So in general, cats like plants that are more shaped like grass and elongated and more fleshy. They aren't going to like things like, this looks like it's dead and dying, but it's not. This is a pineapple top that I have. They're not going to like things like pineapples because they're hard and sharp and it's not something that they can like chew on or play with. I know for a fact that Nugget's favorite plant is the spider plant, and she loves like all grasses. I've grown, what's it called? Sweet oats or sweet grass or something like that. It's sold a lot in stores, like Walmart sells it in the pet section and you can grow it for your cats to eat. I've grown that for her, and I'll have like a little pot of it growing and I'll put it in like a window or somewhere where she can't get it, and then I'll just give it to her for like a minute at a time. Otherwise she would eat the whole thing and it would all be gone in one day. That's a thing that you can do to get them to leave alone your nice house plants and direct their attention to that grass that's edible and safe for them. I've done that. It works pretty well. And then like if I give Nugget grass for a minute or two, she basically doesn't really care about plants for the rest of the day. It's like she just wants to eat it. I don't know if all cats are like this, but Nugget loves grass. Like, she is crazy. In the summer, if I don't feel like bringing Nugget outside or I don't have time, I'll grab a little like handful of grass out of the lawn and bring it in, and I'll just feed it to her and she eats it like that. Like, she really loves grass. So I think that's a good thing to do sometimes if you are able and you have like a place where you can grow the cat grass. There's different varieties too. You can find different ones online. So it's pretty much up to you. It doesn't really matter as long as it's like marked that it's safe for pets and there hasn't been like pesticide use or anything like that. And it's just the seeds. You plant the seeds and it grows really fast like most grass. So that's a good option. Another thing is if you do have houseplants that might be tempting for them, if you didn't grow it yourself from seed and you bought it somewhere, it's really likely that it has had pesticides or insecticides or some kind of chemical application at some point. So you have to be really careful, and a lot of times there will even be systemic and fertilizers and stuff in the soil at that point when you buy it. So you don't want them digging in the soil or eating the plant because all of those chemicals are going to be absorbed up into the plant. So it's pretty unsafe to have things from the store that you got, because in like big plant nurseries, they don't have time to go around and pick off every little bug because their production is so big. They just use chemicals most of the time. So unless it's like certified organic, all IPM use, no chemicals, it's probably a good idea to try and keep your pets away from it and yourself. Like, you don't want to be working with that plant and then go and eat something. You want to make sure you wash your hands. So look out for that too. And there are also some plants that are poisonous. Besides the chemical use, just the plant itself can be poisonous to dogs and cats, or both, or people, either like by eating it, or some plants have like a sap inside that can be harmful. So when you have plants, make sure that you're doing your research and making sure that they're pet safe. Honestly, I know I have a few plants that are supposed to be poisonous, and a lot of times when it says poisonous, it doesn't mean that your pet is going to take a bite out of the leaf and like die. It just means to like puke it back up or get diarrhea for a couple days or something like that. As long as they're not like eating the whole plant, they're probably not going to get seriously sick, but it's still something you should watch out for. So I do have some that are supposed to be bad for animals, but Nugget is pretty well trained, and I don't really like let her be in this room at night alone because I don't fully trust her yet. But she's pretty good about not eating things. Once in a while she'll like bat at something, but unless it looks like grass. If it looks like grass, then she'll definitely try to eat it, but anything else she doesn't really care about. She might like play with it. Lowe's sells some of their smaller pots with these yarn wicks going up into the soil, and it's just to help keep the moisture even in the pot so they don't have to water as much. They have these sitting in a tray of water, so this absorbs the water. So if I have one of these sitting somewhere, and this is something that probably has had pesticides applied to it, if I have this sitting somewhere with the yarn like hanging off, Nugget will grab this and drag it across the room and play with it. So they can still be exposed to those things. Even if they're not eating the plant, they can still be exposed to that kind of stuff. So just kind of look out for those little things. And it will just depend on where you get your plants from. It's obviously a lot more safe if you have seeds and you grow these things yourself, but that takes forever, and I know most people do not want to do that. I love doing that, but still I want to have like nice big plants in the meantime too. So yeah, those are just some of the things to look out for. I can do another video too where I go over specific things that are safe for pets and things that are or plants that are really dangerous for pets. I'll do that in a separate video though, because I don't want this one to get too long. So me and Nugget are gonna check out some of my plants right now, and we're going to see her reaction. Okay, so our number one plant is this really nice, sorry for the light, this really nice bird's nest fern, and I have it in this hanger so it's not on the ground where she can get it. And most of the time she's really interested in this plant, but the windows are open, so she's looking out the windows. But this is normally what she does with this plant. She just kind of sniffs it, and then she'll play with the leaves too. Yeah. But she doesn't normally eat it. She just likes to play with it because it like twirls around in her face. But this is something I do with plants that I know she'll try to eat or play with. I just hang them up high where she can't get them and where there's no furniture underneath them, so she can't jump up and grab them. This one is always out of reach for her, so that's why I'm not really worried about it. But she doesn't try and eat this one. It's mostly just something that she thinks is fun to play with. Okay, so yeah. Nugget, you can't eat this one. This is a Majesty palm. This is my biggest plant right now, and it sits on the ground. I'll reverse the camera in a second once Nugget unclings from my shoulder. But Nugget really tries to eat this one like all the time. Nugget, do you like this video? This is the funnest video yet, isn't it? But this one sits on the ground, and it is low enough. She's trying to get down so she can eat it. It is low enough for her to get a hold of and eat if she wanted to, but I have her trained not to. I just yell at her if I see her like standing up on the pot or like pawing in the air at some of the fronds. I just yell at her. But I'll put in a clip of what this plant looks like. It's right on the ground. So yes, she loves to eat this one. Palms usually are pretty flexible and grassy looking, so animals are gonna be more likely to want to try and eat these ones, but I'll insert a clip now. So here's what this palm looks like. It's pretty big, and yeah, there's Nugget over there, but this pot is like probably 10 inches tall. So Nugget can get to this if she wants to, but she knows she'll get in trouble if she does. So next we're gonna do the spider plant, and I know how this is gonna go, but I just want you guys to see how much of a crackhead she is for spider plants. What is that, Nugget? And then I have this croton sitting over here still from one of the last videos. And this one, oh, you ripped it, Nugget. This one has more slender leaves, so it could kind of be, I don't know, a little more tempting for her. I don't think she would eat it though. A lot of time, oh, okay, I guess so. Okay, let go, please. Let go, let go. Let's try this false Aurelia. She wants the yarn on the bottom. No interest in eating that. This one is a Ming Aurelia. Oh, here, Nugget, look it. A lot of times she'll just sniff it like that and it looks like she's gonna take a chomp out of it, but then she doesn't actually. She's just checking it out. So yeah, so that was her reaction to a couple different plants. One of the best things I would say for if you're gonna have pets is succulents, because here's a burro's tail. This is a succulent. They're like, they're just not appealing for them to bite into. They don't even look like plants to animals probably, but I've never had problems with succulents. That's probably one of the best things you could have if you're really, really worried about it, is try succulents or something with bigger leaves, like a monstera or something maybe, or a rubber tree, a rubber plant. I have one. That's a rubber plant sitting on that shelf. Those have really tough, thick leaves and they're pretty big. I don't think an animal would bother those either. So yeah, so let me know if you want to know specific plants that are good or bad to have around pets. I just kind of wanted to do a quick overview. But yeah, hopefully I can get my comments fixed. I'm really sorry about that. I'm trying to contact YouTube and it's a glitch that they're having. So I'm gonna try and get my comments fixed. So if they're not fixed by the time this video goes up, I'm really sorry. If they are, give me a comment and let me know what you think if you want to see more, learn more about this. But otherwise, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell, and I will see you next week. Bye!